everyone. This is me. This is my new podcast for self love, self care, and motivation. Welcome back to my channel. This is me, Nada, your host. I feel happy today because I got a new haircut. Well, I did my new haircut. I love cutting my hair off. For some reason, it just made me feel like I did something new. It's like I feel like a new person. I love doing some updates on my look. So that's it. For today's episode, it is a topic that is important for so many of you. I know that a lot of you would relate to the topic. So let's just get started. As I sat down on my cozy spot for recording, which is just my bed, holding my phone up next to my chin to have the clearest sound possible. Today, we're going to talk about standards because I feel like one thing that I've been learning in my journey is that the more you love yourself, the higher your standards are. Whenever I'm lacking in having a high standard in certain areas of my life, and that was a long time ago, it's usually an indication of a lack of self-love as well. A lot of us don't believe that we are worthy of the best of the best. And so a lot of the times what happens is we end up settling for subpar in so many different areas of our lives. So I'm going to share with you guys really the foundational things that you can start looking at to understand how and where are you lacking in self-love and how does what you are doing in these areas indicate how you feel about yourself. Because honestly, I do believe that once you start raising your standards in these three areas of your life starts to change drastically. And the things that you want out of it start to come to you with a lot more ease. And you really just start to feel more peace within yourself. So the number one thing that we need to start raising our standards in is our food. Unfortunately, what we eat really does make a huge difference. I know nobody wants to talk about this, nobody wants to hear it. You can do all the inner work that you want. You can journal, you can work out, you can read all the books, but if you are not putting food in your body that's actually good for you, you're gonna be blocking a lot of your own energy. Especially lately, our food is literally poison. A lot of our food is processed, it's filled with processed sugars and carbs, chemicals, especially fast food. It takes a more conscious effort to eat clean, whole, nutritious food, but I'm telling you, once you start getting serious about self-love journey, you will start to see your body like you deserve to be eating good foods. You deserve to be fit. Like your body is like literally a temple, right? You deserve to be putting in it good things that actually makes you feel good. And 9 times out of 10, if you are eating all this processed food and all these foods that are sprayed with chemicals, you're putting yourself in a position to not feel like the best version of yourself that you can be. And so before you worry about anything else in your life, you have to first look at your relationship with food. Cook as often as you can, put on some really nice music, make a thing out of it. Make it look like a special event. Like romanticize you cooking a meal, make it special. You can make a dinner with friends, family. Just try to make it special and fun. And for example, when you sit down with your food, try to express some kind of gratitude. I like to say some prayers, like to thank all the hands that went into getting this food, especially mom, for example, if she was the one who made the dish in front of me. And all the animals, if I'm eating protein, like the animals that are really literally going into my body to give me energy. I know it sounds silly, but it's like, this is not like some simple shit. Not everybody has the privilege of having food in front of them every single day. So don't just take that for granted. You will not only be more energized and just feel better, but your vibration will literally rise because their standards for what you are putting into your body and how you're getting it into your body is a lot higher. And even outside of like energetic standpoint, where you're putting into your body has a direct reflection on the way that you look and the way that you carry yourself. We get pushed products all the time. We get pushed all these skincare brands and all these different things that you can do to be beautiful. And the number one thing that you can do to look good is to eat well. Trust me. You're not like aiming for perfection. Nobody's perfect. I know. But you can try to practice the 80-20 rule, where like 80 of the time you can eat clean and healthy, but like maybe on the weekend you can treat yourself to something like junk food, fast food, juicy burger, cakes, anything like Pringles, etc. But like for the most part, make the foundation of what you're putting into your body good and like get in the habit of figuring out how you can do that by yourself. And dear listeners, the next thing that is super, super important to look at is people. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you allowing to access your time and your energy? Because this is one thing that will really, really impact you, like more than we know. We are all so busy. We have so much going on. So when we are spending time with people, there needs to be some kind of value from those interactions. If you're surrounding yourself with people who are not aligned to your values and the things that are important to you, then that's going to really be holding you back. You need to really truly be selective about who you are around. And I know that people don't want to hear that. Some people will say that's like narcissistic or whatever, but like you really truly don't owe people your time. You don't owe people your energy, especially like when you're at like a weird age. For example, in the past, your early 20s coming into your mid 20s, there may be a lot of people from your old life or like college or whatever that you are so used to spending time with, because when you're in school, that's just what you are used to. You hang out with those people that are in your proximity. For example, when you were like, oh, everybody wants to skip classes or buy that type of shoes, buy this and buy that, you're just surrounding yourself with those kind of people. Like there's always other people out there that you can select. There's always gonna be people out there are aligned more to your interests in what you are into and what you value the most. As we get older and as we go down this journey of, doing inner work and all these things, it's really important that we also find people who have high standards for themselves, like we are going to do. Then chances are that's gonna rub off on you, or they're gonna be trying to take your energy from you because they don't know how to do that work themselves. So when it comes to friends, and especially the people that you want to date, you need to be selective. You can't just be letting anyone and everybody up into your space and giving everybody your time, because if not, then you are wasting your own time. And this is especially true. And I'm just going to touch on this very quickly. The hookup culture and situationship. I'm gonna make a separate episode on this someday. You are a divine energy. You are a divine being. Your body is literally a temple. Like you deserve sacred and real, true connections. Not empty, not fake connections. It's a topic that I could talk about for a really long time, and I don't want to trigger too many people. I'm not judging anyone. If you do it, it's okay, but it's just something that I think it's really, really important, like food and who you allow to access your body, and probably the two most important things that you raise your standards on, because it's going to shift your entire reality. Moving us to the next and the last thing that's super, super important to look at is what are you consuming in terms of media. This is something that I've talked about quite a bit on my stories, but I want to talk about it some more because I think it's something that we often forget. A lot of what we are consuming on a day to day when it comes to music, media, social media especially, it has such a subconscious effect on the way that we think and see the world, that a lot of the times we don't even fully realize how much it is impacting us. So I'm urging you, if you haven't already, take a close look at what you are consuming day to day. Pay attention to the lyrics in the music that you are listening to. I really want to get my point across as this kind of shift it is happening and people are kind of becoming more conscious. You're gonna start to find that you may be a little bit more sensitive to what is being put out there. And that's because you're probably waking up a little bit. You are probably becoming a little bit conscious, a little bit more conscious and aware of what you're actually consuming. Again, not only with our food, but when it comes to media as well. So pay attention to how things are making you feel. If you're constantly listening to music that makes you feel sad, it's gonna be impacting you. And it's impacting the way that you feel about yourself and about the world. Pay attention to how much time you are spending consuming certain things, especially social media. And what you find yourself doing on these platforms, are you comparing yourself to other women? Do you feel the need to go out and spend more money on yourself to feel more validated? Whatever it is that you are consuming, whether it be music, movies, TV shows, series, anything, again, especially social media, it should be making you feel good. It should not be making you feel less. It should not be making you feel weird or like down or sad. Raise your standards and follow certain people if you have to. Be selective about what you are actually consuming, because especially social media is one of the things that is very, very, very easy rabbit hole to fall down and to get trapped in. For a lot of women, it's also designed to make you feel like your only worth comes from your body and what men think of you. So I'm telling you, the more you start becoming aware of these things and being somewhat selective about what you're following or what you are allowing into your psyche, the more you will be able to be like really cultivating a place of love. When it comes to all these things, you don't really to cut yourself off from the world. You don't need to go off the grid and go live on an island in order to protect your energy. I just think it's really, really important that you first become conscious and aware of how all these different things are affecting you, your food, the people around you, the media. Be conscious, and eventually, once your awareness starts growing, then you can start making decisions from a place of higher knowledge and true knowing. I feel like I've like kind of dabbled into like being serious about raising my standards, but now that I'm like actually doing it, I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh my god, like looking back at some things that I used to allow from other people and even the way I felt about myself and the world, it's like no wonder, because I was listening to sad music all the time. Drinking processed food, listening to sad music, watching sad movies. Like, no wonder you feel like shit, because you're literally surrounding yourself with trash things. It's gonna affect you, of course. So be conscious, be aware. Again, we're not aiming for perfection, nobody's perfect. But what we can do is raise our awareness, take a look at what we control, and try our best every single day. Again, how are you treating your body, your mind? Are you spending your time and your energy? And I promise you, when you do, it will make the biggest difference in every single area of your life. And again, you will just feel different. I'm kind of getting there myself, so hopefully this was helpful in some way and you guys still got the point. And yeah, I just love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a nice day.